Guys, at this point, I don't know if I should say peace at last or I should say trouble is brewing. If you are interested, follow me. Let me tell you this story. Yes, we are still on Ooni of Ife and Queen Naomi and Queen Miriam, his new wife. We are still on their case. The thing is this: Queen Mariam has received a lot of backlash since being announced as the new bride. She performed her first duty at the recently concluded Olojo festival, and according to reports, Queen Mariam could feel it from the atmosphere. She could feel it from the crowd that they are not feeling her. She's not as loved as Queen Naomi is loved. Queen Naomi is the king's recent ex-wife. She served him breakfast publicly on the 23rd of December 2021, and she's still really loved by people. What Queen Miriam is now set to do is what is now making a lot of persons question our hearts. People are questioning our intention. Somebody even said, see, don't trust anything that this Queen Miriam does. If she says and insists that she's still going to do this particular thing. So what is that thing that Queen Miriam wants to do? Queen Miriam, guys, wants Queen Naomi and herself to publicly come and say that all is well. And people are saying, Miriam, you have mind. Have you forgotten that we know that Ooni of Ife frustrated Naomi out of the palace because of you? Have you forgotten that we know that you snuck your way into the palace, and if Naomi had stayed in the palace, she wouldn't have had a chance, and you took Queen Naomi's spot in the king's heart? Now, guys, this is what people are saying. No, remember that a lot of persons have this theory that one of the reasons Queen Naomi left the palace was because of the frustrations from side chick and other women in the palace and in the king's life. And it is said that Queen Miriam was one of such women. She was one of the persons that the king was saying, and one of the reasons why the Ooni of Ife wasn't really attentive to Naomi as he used to be, and that made Naomi actually leave the palace, because when she was pregnant with the king's only son, and that he really didn't pay attention to her, she had to go back to Akure to stay there. But because of the backlash that Queen Miriam has received, people, not loving her as much as they did love Queen Naomi and celebrating her, Queen Miriam is now saying she wants to extend the olive branch, and she wants Queen Naomi and herself to be at peace. People are now saying, did Queen Naomi ever tell you that she's angry with you? Did she ever say that you are the cause of her problem? The only person we know that Queen Naomi has issue with is her ex-husband, her estranged husband, Ooni of Ife, Ooni Risha, Obadeyeye, Ogunwusi Ojaja too. And that is because not only has this man refused to release Queen Naomi from the hold that the palace has on her because she's a queen, and so she can't get married to another person or basically see other men, because there are some rituals that the king has to do to free her, like he did the wife before Queen Miriam, that is Zainab Otiti, who has now gone ahead to get married a different time. Not only has the king refused to do that for her, they are also fighting and battling custody of Prince Tadenikawo, who, like I mentioned, is the king's only son, his first son and only son, at least for now. People are now saying that is the only person Ooni of Ife has Naomi has problem with, and that is the only issue she has. In marrying a different woman is not her problem, is not her headache. She's striving. She's shown it all over social media that she's striving and doing well for herself. She's bagged, an honorary PhD degree. She's doing good for herself. She's fine. She's not bothered about you, because we know that Miriam, what your plot is, what you want to do is you want to just come to the palace and take care of Tadenikawo, because the palace is insisting that Tadenikawo cannot be raised outside of the Ooni of Ife's palace. And Naomi is saying, I cannot stay in the palace. So people are now asking Miriam, You want to make peace with Naomi. Why? Is it so that Tadeneka will come to the palace? Is that it? Or is it that you want Naomi to return to the palace and people will be co-queens together? Do you intend to leave the palace for Naomi? What exactly is the intention behind this? And that is what Nigerians are asking, which is what is making some people say, don't trust Miriam. Her motive might not be right. That is, they have the presumption that they are still running on the presumption that she, stole Naomi's place, basically in the palace, by getting married to the Ooni of Ife. Another person is even saying that she's not even a true Yoruba person. This is just bias speaking. And I think they are saying that because Queen Mariam Ogunwusi is from Kogi State, the Yoruba speaking part of Kogi State, and Kogi is not a southwestern state. Kogi is in the north central when it comes to region, senatorial regions in Nigeria. She's from the north central, but she grew up in Kwara State. She's also in the north central, but you understand the gist. But she's quite fluent in Yoruba language. She's a Yoruba girl, if you understand that. So person is saying I shouldn't trust an Igbira person. I don't know why this person is bringing bias into ethnicity and all of those things into the situation, tribe, and I don't know why, but that person has said that. Other persons are like, majority of the question is, what is the motive? And what will happen if Queen Naomi refuses to do this? Because what Miriam wants to do is she wants to score in the eye of the people, just gather social media buzz, maybe social media buzz, maybe if a picture of herself and Queen Naomi is on the internet, a lot of persons will forgive and move past the narrative. I think she just wants to change the narrative, from having a side chick turned wife to the king saw me, liked me, sought for my hands in marriage. I wasn't with him prior to becoming a queen. She just wants to set that record and share her story. While others are saying, Naomi has no problem with you. If you want to be on Naomi's good side, then you should do what is right by Naomi, because Naomi did not have to go and be on Zainab's good side. Others are saying it is because Zainab never had a child for the king, so it was easy for the Ooni of Ife and Queen Zainab to form a relationship, a friendship outside of the all married thingy, and he said I'm free to get married to someone else, etc. But Olori Naomi Ogunwusi, Queen Naomi Ogunwusi, will always remain a queen because she bore the king's first son, and at least his only son for now. She bore it for him, so she's going to remain always a queen. And that is why Naomi and the Ooni of and Queen Miriam, the current wife of the Ooni of Ife, the new wife, need to be in harmony for the situation to resolve. And that is where we are now, which is why I said I don't even know if I should say this is peace at last, or if I should say we are beginning to go and draw the tale of wahala. Because the king, the queens, court, our family, our friends, our well-wishers might come now for Miriam if Queen Miriam eventually makes true of our wish to settle things with Queen Naomi, and they might come for Miriam and say, what exactly is your problem? Leave this woman alone. What your husband and the palace doing to her, is it not enough? And that is where we might have troubles. And that is also where I want to hear from you. In my opinion, I'm also one of the people that are asking, to what end is this for? Because loving you or not loving you, you are the queen. You get to be the queen. So community loving you, but I also understand why she might feel it is important for the community to love her as much as they love their king. They should also love his wife, irrespective of the number that she is. There are also other women in the palace, but since she's the one that is going to be the face and the one beside the king all the time, she also needs some love. So I might understand where that is coming from, but I want to hear from you. Do you think this is her just meddling in an issue that she shouldn't even be bothered about, or do you think this is a good gesture from her, the grand gesture, extending the olive branch and wanting things to be at peace between herself and the king's baby mama? So to say, I want to hear from you in the comment section. Thank you so much, guys, for watching this video. Don't forget to share with everyone around you, and also while subscribing, that is, if you've not subscribed, please subscribe, and there's a bell icon you see. I need to click on that bell icon so you'll be notified when we have new updates for you. And if you're already subscribed, thank you so much for always coming. But if you're yet to also click on that bell icon, the notification bell, please do that already so you would know when we have new updates for you. I'll be seeing you in the next one. Until then, guys, take care of yourself, and bye bye.